Welcome back. It's JJ again, the owner of Lakehouse Studios. Thank you for checking out and subscribing to our blog videos. We appreciate all your support. Today I want to talk to you about the do's and don'ts of design world. When it comes to successful design, some things I like to tell people just keep in mind. First of all, follow the rule of KISS, which is keep it simple, stupid, or just keep it simple. The more simplistic a design is, usually it reads better to the audience. A lot of things are drawn from nature, and when you think about nature, the most simplistic organisms are usually the most successful. So think of like a cockroach or starfish. They've lasted forever because it's more simplistic, and same thing goes with design and branding. Think about all the famous logos that are out there from like Nike, McDonald's, Apple. Their logo is very simple, and that's what makes it successful is when you see that logo, it registers. The second thing is always keep it clean. So clean is more organized. People like organization. They don't like clutter and they don't like over the top. There's times where it can be appropriate, but for the most part, clean is more of a straightforward approach of readability when it comes to just like your brand and logo. Also, it works with websites and anything in graphic design. A third thing to keep in mind is most people read in the F formation, as I like to call it. So most people, when they actually like register something, they look in the upper left-hand corner and their eyes actually go across the right and go down like an F or T shape and vice versa. And then your eye continues to scan that way. So when you're developing some sort of media, keep that in mind that you want to form that F or T formation because most people, again, read that way. When in doubt, keep your color palette also simple. You don't want to have an over abrupt amount of different colors and different gradients in order to show your brand or design. For example, even black and white. It's very successful. That's why you see a lot of documents are just in black and white. It's very straightforward. Again, it follows the other rules of just keeping it organized, and you just want something simplistic like that. There are some times where you can break the rules, but for the most part, you normally don't see these things out of place. Whether you're looking at websites, graphic design, advertisement, you want to follow these rules in order to be more successful, and these formulas do work. I've been doing this profession for decades now, and I will say that these rules have been the most successful when it comes to just developing different brands, different mediums. And I use these rules not only on my day-to-day basis, but I also give lectures and teach people these rules as well. Some things to also don't do is the weight to document. So like font types, for example, you want the font types to actually be like a little bit more readable. You don't want like cursive, for example, because cursive a lot of times gets lost and people have a hard time reading cursive letters. But also the weight and thickness could also play importance on whether you can visibly read something or not. Also, something that I see people do a lot of, and you should probably keep this in the back of your head, is know your target audience. Knowing your target audience is very important because who are you trying to appeal for? Is it trying to appeal to like a young demographics? Is it someone your own age? Is it to like older men and women? I mean, it's something to really consider. For example, if you're working with an older audience that maybe they need glasses and they can't see very well, you may not want something that's like very thin and very scripty and cursive because you're gonna lose their attention. You're gonna have a hard time trying to understand and read what you're trying to portray to them. So these are just some of the do's and don'ts of design. Tell me what you think in the comments below and stay tuned for more blog videos and subscribe. Take care.